Hey, beautiful people. I want us to just take a few moments to just recap and think of how our 2024 was. And there were a lot of places where you felt you didn't do well and how you can actually do better. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 7 things that you could stop doing going forward in 2025 and forward to have a better, enjoyable marriage. This is not to point accusing finger at anybody, but if you actually work on this, you see that you will have a marriage that you are happier. You have a marriage that you find more interesting and fun to have. The first one is that stop expecting your partner to read your mind. If you're feeling unhappy, if there are things you want your partner to know, your spouse to know, go ahead and talk about it. Ladies, we are good at trying to make them read our minds. They should know that we are annoyed. They should know we are angry. They should know that I've still not forgotten the other thing. Take your time and talk about it. He's not a mind reader. We'll come out in the open. Instead of stewing in silence, I feel so and so way because of what happened, and bring it out in the open. I feel stressed because of a whole lot that is going on. I have so much on my plate. Could we do this? Can you help me out? And you see that when you have such conversations and you're vulnerable and you say how you are feeling per time, you see that your spouse is even open to helping out, than having to have them read and assume your mind. Why don't you talk about it and say, if you could help me do this, I will have a better time. Then in going forward, I think we should stop trying to keep scores, trying to say, I've done this, you have to do this. You do your own part, I do my own part. I made a video about this. Marriage is 100% commitment. You don't have to say, it's 50-50 and all that. Stop trying to keep scores. Work on making that you're committed to it and putting in your best in it. Your spouse bringing in their A game, you bringing in your A game. You see that you have a better time in your marriage. It's not a transaction, so stop making your marriage look like a transaction, trying to keep scores. Work on building something that will last. Work at being your best. And the other one, stop avoiding difficult conversations. A lot of people shy away from having these conversations, and the earlier you have them, the better. If something happens, if you feel it's not the right time, you could wait for the right time to talk about it. Those conversations, those conversations that you're sweeping under the carpet, the enemy has a way of making people, it's piling up without you knowing. By the time you let it out in the open, you see that there's a whole lot. The enemy can keep working on your mind, insinuating things that are not working on your side. So the earlier you talk about them, better. If you're hurt, if you're offended, if you're annoyed, talk about your emotions. Go hiding them. You see, you'll be better for them. So set time apart to talk about those key conversations. Start them with, I think so and so. Time for those courageous conversations. It's better to have them, get it out of your mind, than to keep putting them under the carpet. Start with, hey, I've been thinking about this, can we talk about it? Make it about us, not just about you. When you're courageous to talk about this, you see that it makes it a whole lot better. Then the other one is stop neglecting date night. Some people feel that, because they are married, they can't keep dating, especially for the men. They feel, because we're now married, there's no need. Prioritize that in your marriage. Make time to say, even if it's bi-weekly or once a month, plan it. It doesn't have to be something you have to break the bank over. It could just be something, just go out to an ice cream shop, go get coffee, or just a drive-through. We could park somewhere, talk, and catch up on one another. What's going on with you? Or just go window shopping. Just try and do something that you get to catch up with yourselves. It will help you. So prioritize going forward. Try to make time for one another. Spend quality time together. If it's for you to plan meals around date night, it doesn't have to be something so elaborate. You could plan to do this in the house. If you have little ones, maybe get them to bed on time and just spend those quality time
together. Then the other one is comparing your marriage to other people's own. That is one way to actually not be grateful. Comparison is a thief of joy. Be grateful for what you have. Yes, their spouse could be better, but you have yours. Work on your own relationship, work on your own marriage, work on being better. And you see, the more you work on it, the better it gets. So focus on your unique connection. Don't worry about what you see on social media. Most of them is just content. Okay, you have the real stuff down. Build on building your relationship, build on working on your marriage, and take time. If it will help, write what you love about your spouse. What are their strengths? Focus on that. Do not keep highlighting their weaknesses. Don't be a killjoy going forward. Tell yourself you're going to focus on your strengths and you're working on that, and you see that it will be a lot better for you. Then as much as possible, prioritize connecting with your spouse. If you are sitting and having a conversation with your spouse, if possible, do away with your devices, put them away, because this is someone you have with you in the room, so it makes more sense for you to connect. Not that I'm talking to you and you're busy scrolling on your phone, even though you might say, oh, I'm listening, but you're not connecting. And there's nothing that kills intimacy like you trying to make that connection and the person with you in the room is not having that conversation with you, but rather with connecting with people outside. So as much as possible, have enough screen time in your home. If at a certain point, if you're going out, let's say you're going on a dinner, put your phone aside. If it's time for you to connect in the bedroom, put your phone aside and talk and connect. Then lastly, take time to celebrate, what you're building. Once in a while, prioritize having time to check in with one another, know what is going on with their life, their career, offer your best advice, and be their cheerleaders. I did a video about your roles as a wife. Be that cheerleader, be that support system. Whatever they are going through in their career, give your best advice, Be there for them. And you see that by the time you are making it a habit of celebrating even the small wins, you are making a difference. You see that in your career that you're rooting for one another. It goes a long way to see that you're building. Make sure that you're celebrating it one way or the other. The small wins, they matter. Celebrate it. Be thankful when you incorporate gratitude in your journey, in your marriage. You see God will do more. Then lastly, this one is the jar for it. As much as possible, make time for intimacy. Marriage, bond, do the do. Don't shy away from it. Don't be a killjoy that when it's time for that, you're trying for that things to busy yourself with. It will help you bond better and get along well. So in your journey, henceforth, make it a decision that you won't be a killjoy. You won't be the one looking for excuses. I made a video about excuses, why women come up with excuses whenever it has to do with intimacy. Go and watch that video and tell yourself going forward that you're going to work on taking time to enjoy it and doing your best. I hope this blesses your marriage and that you make these decisions to incorporate these 7 things and that your marriage will be better at it. God bless you. I hope 2024 has been a wonderful year for you. If there are issues you would want to see or have me talk about, please put them in the comments and I would love to do videos about it. Let's make it more interactive, more engaging, and let me know what content you would want to see and have me talk about. Thank you very much for always watching.